Krishna ISKCON BBT founder Charya, savior of the whole world, Jagadguru Shri Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupada Paramhansa Parivajagacharya Stotarshat Krishna Kripamurti Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Shri Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Ramacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Radha Kund Shama Kund Giriraj Ko Vardhan ki Braj Bhumi Shri Vrindavan Dham ki Navadip Mayapur Dham ki Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham ki Ganga Maya Yamuna Maya ki Bhakti Devi Tulasi Maharani ki Patita Pavan Harinam Sankirtan Yajna ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Brihad Mridanga Transcendental Book Distribution ki Shri Pancha Tattva ki Ireland Morning Program ki Samved Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. श्री तुलसी महाराज की जय। वृंदाय तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णु भक्ति प्रदे सत्यवत्तये नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णु भक्ति प्रदे सत्यवत्तये नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णु भक्ति प्रदे सत्यवत्तये नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णु भक्ति प्रदे सत्यवत्तये नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णु भक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यवत्तये नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णु भक्ति प्रदे सत्यवत्तये नमो नमः।
ब्रज धाम वास प्रदायिनी वृंदे देवी श्री तुलसी महारानी की
जय।
नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी नमो नमः
तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी
तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य देवी सत्यवत्तै नमो नमः वृंदाय तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णु भक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यवत्तै नमो नमः वृंदाय तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णु भक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यवत्तै नमो नमः कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदायिनी वृंद देवी श्री तुलसी महारानी की
श्री गुरु चरणा पद्मा केवल भक्ति समा श्री गुरु चरणा पद्मा केवल भक्ति समा
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्यस्तु दर्शित कृष्ण कृपामूर्ति अभय चरण रविंद्र भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की नवदीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथ पुरी धाम की गंगा माई यमुना माई की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की पतित पावन हर नाम संकीर्तन की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Hari Bol. श्री श्री चैतन्य शिक्षा अष्टकम की चेतो
Janam Bhavanagnirvapanam Sriradeva Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadhu Jivanam Anandam Purivardhanam Pratipadam Punamritaswadharam Sarvatsnapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrarpita Nimata Smarnena Padaha Ekadashi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Vishnushamikaranikantaga Trinayapi Sunichena Taroti Samishna Amanita Manatena Tirkaniya Sada Hari Nadanam Najanam Nasundarim Kaitama Jagdishkamane Mama Janmani Janmanishware Bhavata Bhakti Rahayugi Twai Ainandatanujagirikaram Patikama Vishme Bhavantuho Kripaya Bhavapad Pankaja Sthitadhuri Satisham Vichintaya Nayanam Marada Shubharaya Vadanam Magadagajarjaya Pulakaya Nishitam Vapuprada Tavanam Rahare Bhavishyati Yugaitam Nimeshena Chakshusha Pravishaitam Shunyaitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virare Name Ashrishya Padanam Virashumam Adarshanam Varmahatam Karotudha Yathagatava Vidatakulam Pato Madhrananathasta Sarevana Para Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First offense against the holy name of the Lord, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy names of the Lord. Second, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the names of the Lord Vishnu. Third, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Fourth, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. Fifth, to consider the glory of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Sixth, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. Seven, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Eight, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities. Karma. Nine, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. And 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna prays. Let us offer our humble obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desired trees, who can fulfill all desires and are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vanchakalpatarubhashya kripasindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, रामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद। Krishna. So we'll chant for half an hour and then we'll have the Bhagavatam class at 7:30 and then Prashadam at 8:30.
Haribo. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna. So some changes in the schedule. I'll be taking the Bhagavatam class. Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswati vyasam tato jayamudiraye nashtaprayeshu bhatreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishiki krishnaya vasudevaya devaki nandnaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. So today we'll be taking the 16th verse of the 16th chapter of the first canto. If you could all please open and share in the group. Thank you. So it's 1:16:16. Are we good?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So repeat after me. Sarathya Parshad Sevana Sakhya Dautya Virasana Nugamana Stavana Pranama Snigdheshu Pandushu Jagat Pranitam cha Vishnu Bhaktim Karoti Narpatesh Charanarvinde Sarathya Parshada Sevana Saukhya Dotya Virasana Gumana Stavana Pranama Snigdheshu Pandushu Jagat Pranitam cha Vishnu Bhaktim Karoti Narpatish Charanarvinde Sarathya Parshad Sevana Sakhya Dautya Virasananugamana Stavana Pranama Snigdheshu Pandushu Jagat Pranitam cha Vishnu Bhaktim Karoti Narpatish Charanarvinde Sarathya Parshad Sevana Sakhya Dautya Virasananugamana Stavana Pranama Snigdheshu Pandushu Jagat Pranitam cha Vishnu Bhaktim Karoti Narpatish Charanarvinde Sarathya Parshad Sevana Sakhya Dautya Virasananugamana Stavana Pranama Snigdheshu Pandushu Jagat Pranitim cha Vishnu Bhaktim Karoti Nirpatish Charanarvinde repeat one for the last time and then we take turns and recite as well. Saratya Parshad Sevana Sakhya Dautya Veerasananugamanas Tavana Pranama Snigdeshu Pandushu Jagatpranitim Cha Vishnu Bhaktim Karoti Narpatish Charanarvinde. So anyone from Prabhuji's side?
सारथ्य पार्षद सेवन सख्य दौत्य वीरासनानुगमन स्तवन प्रणामान् स्निग्धेषु पाण्डुषु जगत् प्रणति च विष्णु भक्तिं करोति नरप्रतिश्चरणारविन्दे सारथ्य पार्षद सेवन साख्य दौत्य वीरासनानुगमन स्तवन देषु पाण्डुषु जगत् प्रणितं च विष्णु भक्तिं करोति नरपतिश्चरणारविन्दे
Anyone else? Prabhuji's side?
सारथ्य पार्षद सेवन सख्य दौत्य वीरासनानुगमन स्तवन प्रणामान् स्निग्धेषु पाण्डुषु जगत् प्रणतिं च विष्णु भक्तिं करोति नरपतिश्चरणारविन्दे
Mataji's side?
सारथ्य प्रसाद सेवन सौख्य दौत्य वीरासनानुगमन स्तवन प्रणामान् स्निग्धेषु पाण्डेषु जगत् प्रणतं च विष्णु भक्तिं करोति नरपतिश्चरणारविन्दे
सारथ्य पार्षद सेवन साख्य दौत्य
Veerasananugamanas Tavana Pranama
स्निग्धेषु पाण्डुषु जगत्प्रणतिं च विष्णु भक्तिं करोति नरपतिश्चरणारविन्दे सारथ्य पार्षद सेवन साख्य दौत्य वीरासनानुगमनस्तवन प्रणामान् स्निग्धेषु पाण्डुषु जगत्प्रणतिं च विष्णु भक्तिं करोति नरपतिश्चरणारविन्दे
Saratya, accepted by the post of a chariot driver. Parshad, acceptance of the presidency in the assembly of the Rajasuri sacrifice. Sevana, engaging the mind constantly in the service of the Lord. Sakhya, to think of the Lord as a friend. Dautya, acceptance of the post of a messenger. Virasana, acceptance of the post of a watchman with a drawn sword at night. Anugaman, following in the footsteps, Stavan, offering of prayers, Pranaman, offering obeisances, Snigdeshu, unto them who are malleable to the will of the Lord, Pandushu, unto the sons of Pandu, Jagat, the universal, Pranatim, one who is obeyed, Cha, and Vishnu, of Vishnu, Bhaktim, devotion, Karoti, does, Nripati, the king, Charan Ravinde, Charna Ravinde, unto his lotus feet. Translation and report by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. So now I'll read the translation and the purport. Maharaj Parikshit heard that out of his causeless mercy, Lord Krishna, Vishnu, who is universally obeyed, rendered all kinds of service to the malleable sons of Pandu by accepting posts ranging from chariot driver to president to messenger, friend, knight, watchman, etc., according to the will of the Pandavas, obeying them like a servant and offering obeisances like one younger in years. When he heard this, Maharaj Parikshit became overwhelmed with devotion to the lotus feet of the Lord. Purport. Lord Krishna is everything to the unalloyed devotees like the Pandavas. The Lord was for them the Supreme Lord, the spiritual master, the worshipable deity, the guide, the chariot driver, the friend, the servant, the messenger, and everything they could conceive of, and thus the Lord also reciprocated the feelings of the Pandavas. Maharaj Parikshit, as a pure devotee of the Lord, could appreciate the Lord's transcendental reciprocation of the feelings of his devotees, and thus he himself also was overwhelmed with the dealings of the Lord. Simply by appreciating the dealings of the Lord with his pure devotees, one can attain salvation. The Lord's dealings with his devotees appear to be ordinary human dealings, but one who knows them in truth becomes at once eligible to go back home, back to Godhead. The Pandavas were so malleable to the will of the Lord that they could sacrifice any amount of energy for the service of the Lord, and by such unalloyed determination they could secure the Lord's mercy in any shape they desire. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapadakam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sadhujatam Sakana Raghunathan Vidantam Sajivam Sadhvaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahakana Lita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshvadi Vaishadeshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So this is from the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. First two cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam are the two lotus feet of Krishna. And all our Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas and Shukadev Goswami, they have given us this system how to understand Lord Krishna and how to take darshan of Lord Krishna. So when we first come to take darshan of the deities, be it any temple in the world, we should always start taking darshan from their feet and upwards. And the reason is we are in the Dasya Bhava. Now anyone who writes any bhajan or prayers for Lord Krishna, by the words you will be able to understand their bhav towards Krishna. If someone is in the Sakya bhav, they'll always begin by glorifying the feet, lotus feet of the God. If someone is in the Madhurya form, they will start glorifying the face, the lips, like there are different Namamishwaram Satchidananda Rupam. So in the Damodar Ashtakam, he is directly coming to the ears, isn't it? Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhajmanam. So we know that that is not in the Dasya Bhava. That is in the Madhurya Bhava because it's directly from the lotus face of Krishna. But most of the prayers we'll see is it starts from the feet. That denotes that it is in the seva bhav or in the devotee bhav. So yeah, we must always begin with the feet, and this is what Prabhupada has told us and all the Vaishnavacharyas, that we should never skip the first two cantos when we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, then only we'll be able to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Now in this particular canto, what's happened so far is that the Pandavas, they have gone back to Godhead. Now again, there are many questions raised here that in the Mahabharata it is said that they all went to hell. The Pandavas went to hell. And in the Mahabharata, it is also stated that Parikshit Maharaj, when he got to know that he was cursed and he is going to die in 7 days, he went underwater and he built a glass house so that the snake could not come. Now there is a difference here. The Bhagavatam says something and Mahabharata says something. So we have to understand that Mahabharata, Ramayana or any pastime of Krishna or Lord Ram or any avatar has not happened only once. It has happened millions of times and it's still happening as we speak in some other universe, in some other planet. So when there is a discrepancy like this, understand this is Kalpabhed. Rup Goswami says this is called Kalpabhed. In one Kalp this happened, in another Kalp this happened. So what should devotees take in that situation? So the devotees should take what is the higher authority. Okay? So the Puranas, there are 18 in number. And these are categorized into 3 modes. Mode of goodness, mode of passion and mode of ignorance. So when something like this comes up, that one Puran is saying something and the other is saying something else for the same story. So which one should we go for? So we have to go for the higher mode. So Mahabharata is written for the common people to understand and relate with God. So in the Mahabharata, the emphasis, the focus is to help us understand our Purusharth. What is Purusharth? Our karma. How to do karma. If you do something wrong, and even if you are the Pandavas, you can go to hell. And you will go to hell. This is what Mahabharata is teaching us. On the other hand, Bhagavatam is saying that no, even if you have millions of problems and you surrender unto Krishna, you are going back to Godhead. So in this place we have to turn to Srimad Bhagavatam. So then Bhagavatam said that all the Pandavas, they appointed Parikshit Maharaj as the next in throne, the heir of the throne, and then they did penance and went back to Krishna. And Draupadi and Mother Subhadra, they also followed. This is the end of the 15th chapter. Now we are in the 16th chapter. After becoming the crowned as the king, King Parikshit now goes to conquer the whole world, because this is the duty of a king. And as he is going, he meets Kali over that time. But before that, what happens is, wherever he goes, he hears Harikatha. He is very eager because he is a devotee, so he wants to hear about Lord Krishna everywhere. And because the Pandavas were very, very likable to the complete society, and so was Lord Krishna, so everyone was glorifying and he was so happy as he was going throughout his kingdom. Then this particular verse is that when he's going around, then what he's going to, what people say about Krishna. And this is what people had to say. They said that he was the Sarath. Sarath means he was the Sarathi, the charioteer. Then what he was the Sarathi, he was the Parshad, he was the servant, he was Sakya, he was a friend, he was a Daitya, that means a night watchman, and all these things. Now Parikshit Maharaj started to feel more love for Krishna, that he is God. Actually what happens is that when a hero is introduced in any movie, hero or heroine, it all begins, with they are entering through a car and then they would focus on their shoes and upwards. So actually this is how we should see even Krishna as well, down to upwards. But they so show that the actor or the actress, they are coming in, very, very lavish car and they are very well suited and their dressing sense and everything is shown top notch. And our hero Krishna, he is shown as a driver in Bhagavad Gita. And this gives immense joy to Parikshit Maharaj. So once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was visiting throughout India. So he goes to one place in southern part of the India, and there he sees that there is one devotee who is trying to read Bhagavad Gita, and everyone is laughing at him. So he wanted to know what's happening. So he goes and then he says, what's the matter? I'm trying to read Bhagavad Gita, but I'm not very educated. I cannot pronounce the words very correctly. This Sanskrit is difficult for me. So that's why I'm trying to read. So why are they laughing? They are laughing because I'm an illiterate. So why don't you go and read alone? Why are you reading over here in the temple? Because my Guru has given me the order that you should be reading, sitting here and reading. That is why to obey the words of my Guru, I am reading here. So the payar goes, Vipra kahe murkh ami shabdarth na jani, Shuddha Shuddha Gita padi Guru agya mani. That Vipra, the Brahman said that Murkha Ami, I am a fool, Shabdartha na jani, I am illiterate, I don't know anything. Shuddha Ashuddha Gita padi, I am reading how whatever capacity I have, I am reading because I am actually following the instructions of my spiritual master. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu completely got emotional and he embraced that Brahman and said, you are the only person in this temple who has understood Bhagavad Gita. So he asked, why are you crying? So the Brahmana said, I am crying because at least I know that Krishna is the supreme person. He is God. So, but when I see the cover page of Bhagavad Gita, he is a chariot driver of Arjuna. And that makes me so emotional that the God who is supposed to be served by everyone is serving his devotee. And this is not something very, it's extraordinary actually, because when the war was going on, at that particular time, you can understand, there is guns, missiles and whatnot. So after all these things, when you are the driver of someone, you cannot hear anything properly because it's so much of chaos that's going on, right? So Arjun had to touch Krishna by his feet. If he had to turn left, Arjun would have to touch his left leg over the left shoulder of Krishna. That's how Krishna would get to know I have to turn left, right, or now this is Krishna that people don't understand. People think that your Krishna is so egoistic. Always it's about him. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam raj. You surrender only unto me. You man mana bhava mad bhakto matyaji mam namaskaru. You pay obeisances to me. You work for me. You do for me. So people actually, I gave this Bhagavad Gita to one of my relatives, my cousin, and he stopped reading saying that your Krishna is very egoistic. I don't like, Shivji is better. I said, okay, fine, no problem. But yeah, people don't realize, people don't understand that in the very beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is introduced like this. He's been kicked by his own devotee and he's minding the orders of his devotee. And that gave tears to this Brahmana. The whole purpose of spiritual life is to establish relationship with Krishna, Sambandha. And this person had established, because then only you feel for someone, you are invested in someone, you are absorbed in someone. So then Mahaprabhu said, you are the only person who in fact has understood this Bhagavad Gita. So yeah, that is charioteer driver. And then he became a night watchman. So every time he was fighting throughout the day, and in the night, Krishna did not sleep even a second because he was guarding the Pandavas. It was like, there is cricket match or football match that after the match, both go to the same hotel to eat together, to sleep together, they're the same rooms in the same hotel. So similarly, Pandavas and the Kauravas also had to sleep at the same place. But there was a division that this is Pandavas, this is Kauravas. But again, because there was Shakuni Mama, there were so many clever foxes. So Krishna said, no, I'll be guarding because you never know what's going to happen next. So throughout the day he was serving and throughout the night also he was serving. So when Parikshit Maharaj got to know that this is, people think, why do you keep on saying service, service, service? Why always service? Because in the spiritual world there is a competition between us and Krishna. Krishna serves us more. He serves us more. And then we are constantly fighting, no, I will serve you better. He says, no, you cannot defeat me. And he's serving us. If we pay attention to our daily lives, small things, Krishna is always serving us, always, in various ways that we don't even realize. When we will grow up and will become mature spiritually, that time we'll get to know. We might have been dead many years back, but we are still alive, we are breathing, we are in this Krishna conscious movement. It's all by the grace of Krishna, because Krishna is serving us every single moment. But we don't realize. We just have so much of ego within us that we feel, or that many people who are envious of Krishna feel, why we have to serve to some individual. And this is why Krishna says in the 9th chapter to Arjun, I am telling you this most confidential knowledge because you are a friend and you are non-envious of me. These two things are the basis of spiritual life. A, you have to have a relationship, a personal one-on-one relationship with Krishna. Become a friend, a servant, a lover, a father, whatever it is. Establish a relationship. A. And second, become non-envious of Krishna. Non-envious of Krishna means becoming non-envious of anyone in the world. Even if we are envious of one person, we are envious of Krishna, because Krishna is seated in everyone's heart. Bhagavad Gita 15.15. Please recite. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto, meaning I am seated in everyone's heart as Paramatma, as Shirodakshaya Vishnu. So if you are yelling at someone, if you become envious of someone, become mad at someone, you are becoming mad at Krishna. We won't be able to understand these scriptures if we have that tendency. So this is Krishna. Now there are so many stories how Krishna saved Pandavas, and through that we can actually realize how Krishna saves us. So it was the 9th day of the Mahabharata war, and still the Pandavas were going strong. Duryodhan, he became furious at night. He goes to Bhishma Pitama's cottage and he starts yelling at Bhishma Pitama. He says, you are a traitor. You betrayed me. In our local language, he called him Namak Haram. That you are fighting for both the sides. You pretend that you are fighting for us, but actually you are fighting for the Pandavas. So Bhishma Pitama, he got very angry. He said, he was almost 450 years old at that time. So he said, I have seen 5 generations and no one had the audacity to even raise their eyes at me, and you are speaking these words? Have you gone crazy? Do you not love yourself? The only reason you are going to walk out from this place is because you are my great-grandson. If you were not related with me, I would have killed you right now. But because you have this doubt and you have pointed a finger at me calling me a traitor, I take a vow that tomorrow, with these 5 arrows, I am going to kill the 5 Pandavas. Go and celebrate. And Duryodhan became so happy, he started jumping and dancing. But at the same time, Duryodhan was very clever. He said that he might change his mind. So he said to Bhishma Pitama, please give me these 5 arrows. I will guard it with my heart, with my life. And while he was leaving, Bhishma Pitama said, in the morning after I do my puja and Gayatri, you send your wife, I will bless her so that you all will prevail in this war. He said, so be it, I'll do that. Duryodhan goes. That time, Lord Krishna, seated in everyone's heart, got to know that Bhishma has taken this vow. And Bhishma got the name because his vows are never broken. That is why the name Bhishma. Now Krishna was in tension for the first time. That this is now very, very difficult situation. So he wakes the Pandavas. In the mid of the night, he goes and wakes the Pandavas. Wake up! What happened? Bhishma Pitama is going to kill you tomorrow. So it was December and first week of January. It was very cold. So they took their duvet and went back to sleep. So Krishna said, didn't you hear me? He is going to kill you tomorrow. He has taken a vow. So Arjun said, yeah, I heard you, but I also heard the Gita that you spoke on the first day. And there you had said, Kaunteya prati janehi name bhakta pranashyati. Didn't you say this? That, O son of Kunti, go and declare to the world that my devotee will never perish. So, now it's your problem, we are sleeping. If we die, you said we have to die, right? You said the very first day that you have to die because you are a body. So we have to die. But if we die, just imagine, all over WhatsApp, news, internet, your name is going to go back. That he said something, he did not keep his promise. So it's your problem, we are going back to sleep. He said, what kind of devotees? Come on, help me here. This is Bhishma Pitama we are talking about. So he said, okay, Arjun, you wake up, help me. He said, what? Remember one time when you were in the exile for 12 years. So what had happened was that Duryodhana and party, they wanted to tease Arjuna and party every single day. So they would come, they will make their camp and they would party. Just to tease the Pandavas. So once they were doing the same thing, and what happened was there was a very, very beautiful lake and there was a garden. And Duryodhana, he was just showing off to the Pandavas that we have the access to everything, we are royals, we are the kings, and you look at you poor people, you are in the village, you are in the forest like beggars. So he was showing off and he was just enjoying with his company, Karan, and everyone was there, and his wives, everyone was there. And they didn't know that that particular forest had time divided. So now this time was the time for Gandharvas. Gandharvas are the celestial people who live above Svargalok, and they are very beautiful, they are very powerful. The love marriage that we know today is called Gandharva Vivah. So this is the Gandharva custom where the girl likes the boy and they decide to get married. In Indian culture, the parents decide the marriage. But in the Western culture, the boy and the girl, they decide they want to get married. This is called Gandharva Vivah. This is actually coming down from the Gandharva look, this custom. So this was Gandharva's time. So then the king of the Gandharvas, Chitrangda, he sent his disciples that you go and you ask them to clear because it's our time. So Duryodhana actually, he was very rude. He was very proud and arrogant. So he just dismissed, saying that, don't you understand, we are the king. What is this time? Just get lost from here. So then he says, and he goes and tells it to Chitrangda. Then he becomes really furious. Now he comes, and then there is a fight broken between the Kauravas and the Gandharvas. And the Gandharvas beat the Kauravas left, right and center. And they tie Duryodhana upside down, hanging in the air. In the midst of the air, he is upside down now. At that time, the wife of Duryodhana, do you know the name of the wife of Duryodhana? Okay, homework for you. So the wife of Duryodhana, she goes running to Yudhishthir Maharaj, and then she says everything, that this is what actually happened. Don't Google. This is what actually happened. So Yudhishthir Maharaj then calls Bhim and Arjun that you go and help. Bhim becomes very happy and he starts jumping and dancing. Yes, this is what they deserve. Let them die today. And Arjun said, okay, I'll go and fight. Bhim becomes angry at Arjun. What is this? Why are you always taking side of our brother? He is the cause that we are in the jungle today. So do not listen to him. Then Arjun says, no, he is our elder brother. We should listen to him. One very good thing that Yudhishthir Maharaj says, and that is why he is Ajatashatru. Ajatashatru is who has no enemy. And this we should learn in our devotee community. He said, see, we are going through a war, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, but we are one family. Whatever is going inside. To the outer world, we are not two, we are one. So we have to get together, we have to stick together. And this is what the devotee should also understand. That the outer world is already struggling. Everyone is a mental patient in this material world. Everyone, including us as well. Everyone is already struggling. Now we also have so many problems with each other. But that problem should remain in the house. It should not go out in the news and outside so that people can point a finger. They are already envious of the devotees. They are already envious of God. So we should not give any further reason to them. Once there was a reporter who was interviewing His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj. And then he asked one question that was very tricky question. He asked something about there are certain believers who say that we should only get initiated by Prabhupada, right? So he started going that way and asking these kind of questions that you have so much problem with this and that. So Maharaj very calmly said that this is our house matter. This is our private matter, you don't have to get inside it. If you are an ISKCON devotee, we can sit personally and work on it. If you are not, you are a reporter, then you should not be concerned. This is my house problem. Let me solve that. So this is how we should behave actually. That don't give anyone else they are already so much aggressive towards the devotees and Krishna. So why giving them another chance? So Yudhishthira Maharaj says that no, Arjun, this is the time to stick together as brothers. You go and you help. Arjun goes, starts fighting. These Gandharvas were so powerful that they had one knowledge where they could become invisible while fighting. So I am shooting arrow and Tanush Prabhu disappears and stands behind me. So they had the power. And this is why they could capture the Kauravas. Now the Gandharvas didn't know that Arjun also had the same power. So Arjun can see, he could see where they are disappearing, and he also started disappearing. And then Arjun defeated all the Gandharvas. He defeated all the Gandharvas, and then when they fled away, he shot one arrow to release Duryodhan, and he shot another arrow and made a staircase for Duryodhan to fall. And Duryodhan falls, and there Yudhishthira Maharaj is standing and he falls at the feet of Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Arjun said, I did that purposefully. I wanted you to understand your position. This is Yudhishthira Maharaj. You were dead today. And Duryodhan appreciated. He said, yes, I was dead today. You saved my life. So whatever you want from me, I will give you even my life if you want. So at that time Krishna said, no, wait for the moment. So now Krishna, he said, you remember this had happened. Now you go, Duryodhan has 5 arrows. You ask those 5 arrows from him. And then he next goes to Draupadi. Says, wake up. She says, it's 1 a.m. in the night. No, wake up. What? You go, take bath, get ready. Okay, fine. And then he says, around when the Gayatri and everything was over, 3:30, 4 a.m., he says, now let's go to the cottage of Bhishma Pitama. She says, I go every day to pay obeisances. What is special today? Oh, don't ask questions, just go. And then cover your face. Do not show him. Go, and all you need to do is from a very distance, pay obeisances and come back. And then don't make a sound, give me your shoes. And then Krishna holds the shoes of Draupadi. And then she is going, she pays obeisances. Bhishma Pitama says, Saubhagyavati Bhava, meaning may your husbands live longer. And then she opens her veil and then he sees, it's Draupadi. What's this? And immediately he understands the whole game. He runs out and he sees Krishna holding the shoes of Draupadi is laughing. And Bhishma Pitama becomes so angry. He says, Krishna, what did you do? In my 450 years, this would be the first time my vows would be broken. And he becomes so angry that he says, before I die, I will take another vow. Tomorrow, you will also have to break your vow. Your vow was, I will never use any weapon in the fight. But tomorrow, if you did not use weapon, then my name is not Bhishma. Now the war is starting. He goes to Duryodhana. Give me the 5 arrows. Duryodhana says it's with Arjun. What? Arjun? You said you are going to guard those 5 arrows with your life. What happened now? So he said, I even don't know what happened. So he said, Krishna. He told Arjun everything what happened last night. Arjun comes, I had given him a boon and he took those 5 arrows. And then the war started. And this day is the day where Arjun, he was the greatest warrior in this world. No one could parallel Arjun. He paralleled even Lord Shiva in a war. And this day Arjun, what to speak of attacking mode, he was not even able to defend himself. He could not defend himself today. And he was completely sweating. And he was almost about to quit his life. One of the arrow hit and then he fell down on the ground. When Krishna saw his devotee on the ground, Krishna could not take it anymore. Like a lion, he jumped. Whatever he could find, he just saw a wheel. And he took that wheel and started rushing to kill Bhishma Pitama, and the complete fight stopped. No one could believe what just happened. He took a vow. And then he takes the wheel and he rushes to kill Bhishma Dev. And Arjun, he jumps and catches hold of the feet of Krishna. And Krishna is dragging Arjun because he's just so angry at Bhishma Pitama. How dare you touch my devotee? And there Bhishma Pitama with his arm open is waiting for Krishna. Kalo asmi, time I have come to kill you. So Bhishma Pitama said, I was waiting for this my whole life, 450 years, what am I doing? I wanted to be killed, but what better way to be killed than to be killed by Krishna? So Bhishma Pitama started smiling. At that time, Arjun finally was able to pacify Krishna. That no Krishna, you have taken a vow, don't break your vow. Krishna said, I don't care about my vow. If anyone touches my devotee, then my words don't matter. I will save my devotee no matter what. And Bhishma Pitama said, this I wanted to show to the whole world. The Bhakta Vatsalta of Krishna. That he didn't even care about his reputation. Satyam Satyam Punah Satyam. He is Satya. In the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, whole demigods, when they come to see Krishna in the womb of Mother Devaki, as he is born outside the womb, they say that he is the only truth. And whatever he does is truth. He can never be wrong. And yet for the first time he was about to be wrong. But then Arjun stops and Bhishma Pitama says, I actually did for the whole world to see this. That he doesn't care if he will become wrong, but he cannot let any harm come to his devotees. In the Mahabharata it is written that Krishna protected the Pandavas as the eyelids protect the eyes. If anything happens, our eyes completely closes, isn't it? We don't even know. There is a demigod by the name Nimi. He controls our blinking of the eye. He controls our eyes. Nimi Shena, in Siksashtakam we say, right? Yugaitam Nimishena Chakshusha Pravishaitam Shunyaitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Viranename. Nimi, that is Devata Nimi. Nimishena means even a moment, if you are not there, this whole world becomes zero to me. It doesn't hold any importance, any value, this world. It holds value because of him only. So Krishna protects his devotees like the eye are protected by the eyelid. And Bhishma Pitama wanted this whole world to see the Bhaktavatsalata. So this story, when he is hearing who? Parikshit Maharaj. Now again see Parikshit Maharaj, a beautiful personality. Who could be greater than Parikshit Maharaj? When he is being born, there was an atom bomb released to kill the last heir of the Pandavas. That was Parikshit inside the womb of Mother Uttara. And that time she goes running out. Krishna was almost leaving for Dwarka. And she goes running, Pahi Pahi, save me, O Krishna. And then at that time Krishna understood what had happened, because Ashwatthama, he knew how to release the atom bomb, but he did not know how to withhold it, how to stop it. In those ages, people were so advanced that they could even withhold or stop the arrows midway. But then Ashwatthama did not learn that, and he just released the atom bomb, the Brahmastra, to kill the last year, that is Parikshit Maharaj. Now again, see the technology at that time. If today you throw an atom bomb, it is going to kill the complete city, complete Hiroshima, Nagasaki. We know what happened, right? But at that time, it was so technically advanced that it is going to kill only the person it is intended to kill. Only that person. We also know from the story of Ambarish Maharaj that the Sudarshan Chakra, it goes only behind Durvasha Muni and no one else. And the same happened with when Lord Ram in Ramayana, he throws to the son of Indra. What was the name? Who had become a crow? Do you know? It's not coming to my mind. Okay. Anyway, so again, Lord Ram, he took one grass and he throws that grass. That grass takes the shape of Ramban, and it only follows Jayant. Yeah, Jayant. It only follows Jayant and no one else. And Jayant is traveling throughout the world. He goes to his father Indra, he says, I cannot help you. Goes to Brahma, I cannot help you. Goes to Lord Shiva, I cannot help you. Goes to even Lord Vishnu, I cannot help you. So who's going to help? You have offended Mother Sita, she is the only one who's going to protect you. So he comes back. So this blade of grass is following only Jayant. It's not destroying the whole world. So that time also Ashwatthama he released, but he did not know how to take it back. Now even Arjun did not have the time to counteract it. So at that time Krishna, he goes inside the womb. He enters the womb of Mother Uttara, and then he counteracts that particular atom bomb, the Brahmastra, and saves Parikshit Maharaj. And now when Parikshit Maharaj is dying, he has only 7 days to live. Takshak is going to bite him. Again Krishna comes to save him in the form of a Srimad Bhagavatam. So one who is Ananya devotee, Ananya Chintayanto Ma, that means who is always thinking of Krishna. Now this is very important. Chintayanto Ma. We may be doing anything, isn't it? For instance, someone is driving, but they are doing many things. They are listening to radio, they are talking to their friend, they probably might have a burger in their hand eating, they might be sightseeing, but still there is focus, constant focus on the road, on their steering, on their pedals, right? Similarly, we can be doing anything in our lives, anything. Even if you are today here, but your mind is wandering somewhere else, so you are not here. People want to go live in Vrindavan, isn't it? Everyone wants to buy a plot in Vrindavan. It's for sale. So the devotees, they say, do not try to live in Vrindavan, try to make Vrindavan live inside you. Always think about Vrindavan. Prabhupada would say, wherever the devotees come together to pray, that place is Vrindavan actually. You need not, yes, going to Vrindavan, living there is good, but still, wherever you are, that place needs to be Vrindavan. So at that time Krishna actually comes and he saves Parikshit Maharaj. So if we are constantly thinking about Krishna, no matter, with all our flaws, let there be flaws. We all know that. But still, we have to do whatever capacity. I think day before yesterday, we were reading the quote from His Holiness Radha Govinda Maharaj. And he said that all of us has some unique talent. It could be anything. So just use that in the service of Krishna. Now I don't have any talent, so all I do is just give 1 glass of water every day to my deities. So at least you can do that. Anything you can do. So what's happening is you are establishing a relationship. For your complete life, you are just doing one thing. And also one more thing. So this is from the spiritual point of view. From the Shastric point, if you do anything for 12 years without break, anything, you will get siddhi. 12 years, if you take a vow that I am going to do deity worship every day for 12 years, or 12 years I am going to play 5 minutes mridanga for Krishna, or 12 years I am going to chant 16 rounds, 12 years I am going to attend Mangalarti. So in the Shanti Parva or Bhishma Parva of Mahabharata, it is written that you get Siddhi. Siddhi means you can do whatever you want. If you take any sankalpa today, that for the 12 years I am going to do this for Krishna, and you have anything in your mind, even if you want to go back to Godhead, with that sankalpa, but do not break those for 12 years. At the end of 12 years, you will achieve that. Right? So, but it's not only 12 years. This is about Nitya. Chintayant, Ananya Chintayanto Mam. If we do that, so like Parikshit Maharaj, Krishna will come and save us when we are going to quit our body. Antikale Chamamiva Smaran Muktva Kalevaram. In the end, he is going to come because our senses won't be working. Like Parikshit Maharaj, he did something by the will of Krishna. He insulted a Brahmana and he got cursed. So similarly, in the end, we don't know what's going to happen with us. But if we are constantly thinking about Krishna, he is going to come, he is going to save us. So this is one of the shlok where Parikshit Maharaj, he has, his faith is increasing and increasing more and more for Krishna as he is hearing about Sri Krishna. So I'm going to stop here. We are on time. If there is any question, you can ask. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the lecture. Prabhu, you mentioned Ananya Chintamam. We should constantly think about Krishna. When I explained this to one of my friends, the reply he gave me was, does this theory is counteracting the theory of being present in the moment. So how do we answer this?
So what do you mean by being present in the moment?
Being doing what you are.
You are in material world. This is temporary. This is not your moment. Your moment is in Golok Vrindavan Dham, thinking about Krishna.
Correct. This we can tell to a devotee who understands this. How do we tell it to someone who does not understand it?
So you tell him about, now this is only, again, a devotee will understand, but this is about a wife cheating on her husband. Prabhupada used to give this example. Like a wife is having affair with someone. Now this is in respect to the gopis, so do not misunderstand this. The gopis, they were all married to Krishna, which they didn't know that they are Krishna, their husbands, but still their heart went completely to Krishna. So every day they would be doing their household chores. They are cutting vegetables, they are cooking, they are doing everything. But in their heart they are constantly thinking about Krishna. Right? So you can tell them that we are not asking you to stop doing anything. Tell them that if you fall in love with a girl or a boy, then even if you are working, you don't cease to work, right? You still have to go to 9 to 5 job, you still have to take bath, you still have to brush your teeth. But you are constantly thinking about them, isn't it? Why? Because you are in love with someone. You are still in the moment, Prabhu, but your mind is just absorbed in their thoughts.
Thank you so much. Right.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, the question is there necessity that while leaving the body, so the people should compulsorily be in Vrindavan, or like even if they're in a different place, if they're thinking Krishna, still they can go to.
Yeah. So actually, my Guru Maharaj showed this. That someone asked Bhakti Vinod Thakur, where do you want to quit your body? So Bhakti Vinod Thakur said, I want to quit my body in Kurukshetra. Now they all got confused. You were born in a dham. You could have said Mayapur, you could have said Jagannath Puri or Vrindavan. Why Kurukshetra? He says that because Krishna needs me in Kurukshetra. There is a war going on with the Kauravas and Krishna needs me in his team. So it doesn't matter where we quit our body, what matters is in what state of mind we quit. Like my Guru Maharaj, he also, in his last days he was in Dehradun for opening a temple there for Bhumi Pujan actually, and then he quit his body over there. So
State of mind.
yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, very beautiful lecture. Whenever you are seeing like that, I was in a guided imaginary, how he's dragging Arjun like that. That's very nice. So my question, one question is from my side and second somebody asked me. My first question is that wheel that he took up, that
Mhm.
wheel was fell down in Eka Chakra. I'm right that
Ek Chakra.
the wheel, the story behind the
No,
Eka Chakra.
Mataji. Ek Chakra Dham is near. It's in Bengal, and the war happened in Kurukshetra. So Kurukshetra is near Haryana, Delhi, and Ek Chakra is in Bengal. So it's not possible.
So I will listen that lecture
Yeah,
again.
please.
That means in
Ek
2009
Chakra Dham is the place where Nityanand Prabhu came to this material world.
But the story is also like that in Mahabharata, that wheel also fell down over there. That was Chakra, the name.
Okay.
I heard like that in GKD's blog, like that.
Okay. So sorry, I didn't know about that.
So I'm just clarifying that wheel or not that one.
Mhm.
And the second question is that when we are doing Mangal Aarti, first we do Guru Vandana, right? We are requesting to our Guru. Then Narsimha prayer and then Guru Ashtakam. So where is God's prayer like that? Krishna prayers like that?
Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastrair. The whole Shastra is saying that my Guru is Sakshat Hari. Sakshat Haritvena, right? So we are pleasing Krishna by pleasing our devotee, his devotee. So we are actually glorifying Krishna when we are glorifying Guru. And then we are also doing Narsimha Arati, isn't it? So that's based on Narsimha Dev.
And the third one thing I need to add with Tanuj Prabhu is Krishna is our jealous lover.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Prabhuji, I have one question.
Yes, Mother.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Like we know it is an offense to kill a woman or Brahmin. Then why Lord Ram killed Ravan? Regardless what he did, I am not bothered. Like yes. But why Ravan was a Brahmin? Then why Ram killed? He could have given any other punishment. Right?
I will make that question even interesting. The first kill that he do was a woman. Tadaka.
Yeah.
The first person Krishna killed was a woman. Putana. Why? Because he didn't see them as women or male, he saw them as demon creating havoc to the society. Lord Ram is a Kshatriya, he is a king. He has his dharma. When you are in this material world, you have your dharma towards your body and towards your soul, and you have to fulfill both. Okay? If you are in the army, you cannot be chanting rounds over there, and when the enemy comes, you say, no, let me finish my rounds first. No. It's your dharma. You have to fight. Okay? So similarly, Lord Ram, Lord Krishna is saying that Krishna has taken birth to save Paritranaya sadhana vinashaya chidrishkitam dharma sansthapanataya samsavami yuge. So he has a dharma when he comes to this birth, and he's just fulfilling that. Okay? They are killing demons, they are not killing male or female. Helps? Okay.
Then if in our life also if anything goes wrong,
Yeah.
if you are dealing badly with a Brahmin, then it will be like you will be like sometimes it's a Brahmin though, sorry you killed a Brahmin, so that's why there is
So no, okay, so there are two things, Mataji. Prabhupada, that's why it clarifies, we should not imitate God or his followers. Never imitate them. Krishna killed so we can kill. No. We have to follow in the footsteps. What our acharyas have given us, wake up for Mangalarti, chant your rounds, do seva, we have to follow in their footsteps. If we imitate, we will die, Mataji. We will die. There was one disciple of my Guru Maharaj, and then he could not understand the glories. He could not understand the glories of Guru Maharaj. So he said that, oh, he's just like an ordinary person. Why people are so much mad after him, all his disciples, I don't understand. And what he does, so someone, Guru Maharaj understood that he is going to do Guru Aparadh now. So Guru Maharaj said that for the next couple of days, you become my personal assistant. Let's go to Vrindavan. And then he goes to Vrindavan. Now my Guru Maharaj, he used to do Mangal Aarti in Vrindavan, then day Aarti in Delhi, and evening Aarti in Mumbai. That used to be his schedule in his prime. So you understand, flying to do Aarti in a different city, taking flight and everything, and attending all the Aartis. Mangal Aarti, midday Aarti, evening Aarti. And he's rushing towards the crowd. It's like when there is traffic, he would get out and he would start running so that I don't miss Aarti. This person, second day, he fell sick, following the schedule, because he did not even sleep, not even for a single day. One of my senior mentors, he said once that he would be awake 24 hours, and in the night he would just pretend to be sleeping, because once he was with him in the same room, and then he was tossing and turning. This Prabhuji, he could not, he was a brahmachari, he could not sleep. So and he was very, very cautious that because of me, Guru Maharaj should not wake up. So immediately Guru Maharaj said, "You don't worry about me, you sleep." So he understood that he actually never sleeps. So on the second day he fell sick. He fell sick. And then he did not come to Mangalarti, and he did not chant his rounds. And he directly come for Prasadam. So then Guru Maharaj just said that no Mangalarti, no Prasadam. Not my Prabhupada's rule. And then he was so upset and felt so insulted that he said, "I'm not going to eat the whole day." So after some time, Guru Maharaj took pity on him, and then he asked all the devotees that, "Did he eat? Did he eat?" "No, no, he's very angry, he's not eating." Then he became it melted Maharaj's heart, and he personally fed him. He said that, "I'm giving you this prasad, now you have to first eat, or I will also not eat." So then he agreed. So the point is that we cannot imitate. We should never even try to imitate. We will die. If you follow your Guru Maharaj for 3 days, you will die, Mataji, or I will die, because we don't know how they manage all these things. And despite all these things, they have so much time in the world that they respond to everyone. So we can never dream of doing what they can do. But yeah, we can follow their instructions. We should follow into their footsteps, what they are preaching us or teaching us. Okay? Yes. Your question? You raised your hand.
Yes, my question is, sir, is there any name of the chakra that Krishna was like about to kill Krishna?
No, it might be, but I don't know. Do you know something?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It was just a chariot, a wheel that had fallen from someone's chariot. So, any other question?
Became Sudarshan Chakra or that was
No. Sudarshan Chakra is a person like us. He's Sudarshan, and whenever Krishna wants, he manifests in the form of a wheel. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so good. All good. Yes, Pradeep.
I didn't know what Maharaj asked. So I think after killing Ram for atonement, he went somewhere. I think.
Yeah.
So actually atoned that.
Yeah, because even Yudhishthir Maharaj, he also did atonement. After all the Pandavas and the Kauravas were killed, he actually performed yajna for everyone, for their good journey after life, and for atonement as well. Because they are teaching us. People, they fight. So today I will take the evening lecture about Lord Shiva. So I'll just say a few things. People say that, oh, Lord Shiva is God, which is not wrong. In one sense it is true, and we'll clarify that this evening. But Lord Ram worshipped Lord Shiva. So understand this, that Lord Ram is playing the role of a human, Manushya. Anugrahaya bhaktanam deham astitam, Manushya deham astitam. For devotees, loving exchanges with devotees, Lord has assumed human-like form. So He's playing the part of a human. Now, when you are human, then you have certain obligations. You have to do yajna, you have to chant the names, you have to have so many of duties as a Kshatriya, as a Brahman, as a Shudra, as a Vaishya. So Lord Ram is just fulfilling and teaching us that you need to do that. So people have to understand all these things before they try to comment. Okay? But yeah, they are showing. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. He also did the Shraddha for his father. Lord Krishna did. He also did Shraddha. Lord Krishna, I'm not sure, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's written, he did Shraddha. Yeah? So we have to follow all these things.
Shraddha is different, like is that we are giving food for our parents, but like if we are doing any crime, like
Yeah.
Although Ram is God, but I am not putting any question of Ram. But being a human, layman,
Yeah.
let's say like Vasudev explained Kansh also when he was trying to kill Devaki. That time Vasudev also explained Devaki, you don't kill a woman and that a pregnant woman, so
Yeah.
it will be offense.
Yeah.
So we are also placed in that situation. So what should be our duty? Because we are also facing many Brahmins in our life. Like they claim by birth they are Brahmin. So we are if we are telling any ill word, bad words, so would that be a crime or some means like it happens most often.
Yeah, first we have to understand this word is very popular, Vaishnava Aparadh, and people blackmail each other on the pretext of Vaishnava Aparadh. Don't say anything about me, I'm a pure Vaishnava. So if anyone is saying that, understand they are not a Vaishnava, first of all, right? The people that were speaking about Mataji are Dvij Bandhus. They are not Brahmanas. If someone is born in a Brahman family but they are eating meat, they are doing nonsensical things, they are not Brahmanas. We have to respect them, but still we have to understand they are Dvij Bandhus. They have fallen down from their position. So Vaishnava Aparadh or Brahman Aparadh still won't be there. And on the other hand, every day you are taking pradakshina. Yani kani chapapani brahma hatyadikani cha. What does that mean? That even if I have killed a Brahman, brahma hatyadikani cha, still Tulsi Maharani will protect me and she will give me bhakti. So that does not mean we should kill Brahmanas, but even if you have done that by mistake, still Tulsi Maharani will protect. Okay, so I think we are good here. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhishcha kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnavavrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Peace, grace, Avadhira, Prabhu ki
Jai.
ब्रह्मणि वैष्णवे स्वपुण्यवतमराजं विश्वासेन वजायते शरीरा विद्याजाल जोड़ेन्द्रियता ही काल जीवे बल विशेषाकुल धर्मते जीवादि लोभो माया सुदुर्मति यात्रे निकटे संसारे Have you come?